Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie Bree. This is Horror Trans, and I'm a transgender woman. I talk about all things horror, and today I'm taking a second look at Halloween Resurrection. Now, I know this is going to get me labeled a troll. I don't give a shit. I like what I like. I hate what I hate. I don't give a shit what other people like. I'm recommending movies based on my preferences, on the hopes that other people who have similar preferences to me, maybe they're in the minority because we are, will find movies enjoyable that other people say don't watch, and I'm like, hey, maybe not. Maybe you should give this one a shot. If you have similar tastes to me, which I assume those who watch these videos most likely do, I would hope. So today we're talking about Halloween Resurrection. Now the reason why I'm revisiting this is twofold. One, threefold actually. Halloween Resurrection is the only Halloween movie I've seen in the movie theater. So it has that whole, yeah, I saw it in the theater. I got to experience it. And I up to this point when I watched it, when it came out, I had only seen Curse of Michael Myers, which was a good movie I liked, but I was like, I wasn't sold on Michael Myers yet. Which, by the way, I'm still not. Excuse me. So I dismissed this movie as whatever. That was stupid. Wasn't fun at all. And I never went back. So late last year, I would say August or September, somewhere in there, I decided to sit down and watch the entire franchise, which I did. Except I skipped this one because I'd already seen it, and I was like, I've already seen it. I didn't like it. I can talk about it. And I skipped Halloween 2 Rob Zombie because the first one was a fucking nightmare. And I'd already seen YouTube videos talking about it, and I was like, I'm not going to subject myself to that. I don't need to see it to say I don't like it. So I didn't even watch Halloween 2 because I couldn't even finish Rob Zombie 1. So there is that. Upon rewatching this movie, I actually liked it. I was like, hey, you know what? This is actually fun. I'm enjoying this. I thought the reality TV bit was actually cool and interesting and original for the franchise. I am a fan of kung fu movies and ninjas and martial arts. So having Kung Fu Buster Rhymes kick Michael's ass was actually enjoyable this time around. I don't remember what my impressions were the first time I watched it. I just remember my friends were all Halloween nuts, and I was a Freddy Krueger fan, and I was like, he's not Freddy Krueger. I'm not going to like this movie. So I went into it with the mindset of I'm not going to like this movie, and I walked out with the mindset of, yeah, I didn't like this movie because it wasn't Freddy Krueger. I hadn't seen the Friday the 13th movies yet, so I hadn't warmed up to Jason. So I want my serial killers to be comedy because I like the Child's Play movies. I like Leprechaun movies. I want a colorful, charismatic serial killer. I don't want the Shape. But in this movie, I like the Shape because one, this does have the comedic overtones that I want in a horror movie. Now, um I know that's confuddling to people because I don't like horror comedies. I don't like horror movies that are comedies first that don't take the horror seriously. If a horror comedy takes the horror elements seriously and the jokes are just comic relief, I'm okay with that. But if it's mocking horror movies or mocking horror fans, I am not okay with that because I've been mocked my entire life for being a horror fan. I'm not going to watch a movie that does it to me. Fuck you. I'm not going to do it. I do at least understand why fans of the 1978 Halloween movie don't like this one because it is not the same tone. However, that's why I like this movie because it's not Halloween 1978. I'm not falling asleep watching this movie like I am Halloween 1978. I have gone on multiple tangents about how god awful, boring as fuck, sinfully overrated 1978 is. I'm fucking over it. I'm fucking over it. You can like 78 all you want. Don't talk to me about it. I'm done with it. I hate that movie, and I'm almost to the point where I hate people who say they like it because I'm just so fucking over that movie. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And I'm sick and tired of people all, oh my God, it's the greatest movie ever. Have you seen literally any other movie ever made? Ever? My God. But I'm not here to rant on Halloween 1978. I've shit on that movie enough. I've made my point clear. So, I like this one also because this is a proper slasher. Now, the Halloween franchise gets incorrectly and unfairly credited with creating the slasher franchise, which it didn't, because Halloween 1978 is not a slasher at all. Friday the 13th is. Friday the 13th is the first true proper slasher. It's not a good movie, but it's the first true proper slasher. This is a slasher. This has all the tropes. This is fully defined. They took the playbook, checked all the boxes, and made a slasher. That's what I want from a slasher franchise. You know what I don't want from a slasher franchise? A fucking dipshit, no name, no personality motherfucker walking around for 60 minutes stalking one girl the entire time and then just deciding all of a sudden, never mind, I'm going to go across the street and kill these kids for no goddamn reason before I go kill the girl I've been stalking the whole time. Fuck off. Fuck off. I hate that movie. God damn it. I fucking hate Halloween 1978. I'm over it. This is a good Halloween movie. This is a buy. This is one you should watch. Don't listen to the dipshits who tell you this movie is stupid. This movie's fun. It's enjoyable. It's got a lot of humor, which I want, but it's not like a comedy, a straight comedy. But it's also incidentally funny just in the fact that Busta Rhymes is trying to be taken seriously, but he's not serious. This is a fun movie. I enjoy it. Now, if you don't like this movie, I don't care. You don't have to like what I like. I'm just here to tell you, from my experiences as a lifelong horror fan, one, I'm a kind of a contrarian by nature. I'm a trans woman. I'm a rebel. I don't fit into societal norms. So it goes against my nature to be a sheep and follow the crowd. Now, I'm not a contrarian to be a contrarian. I'm neurodivergent. My brain works different than the masses. So I see things differently than most people see things. So when I see something that doesn't work, like 60 minutes of a movie, a guy is stalking one girl, and then instead of killing her, he decides to have a side quest across the street. I'm just like, that doesn't make sense. And yet people are like, oh my God, it's so great. I love it. Okay, fine. Get a lobotomy, I guess. Get your head examined, I guess. I don't know what to say. I don't know how you can like Halloween 1978 and not like this movie. And I also don't know how you can like Halloween 1978 at all. I just don't. No one has ever been able to explain it to me because it literally makes no sense and I'm over it. I'm done.